Hi Keith, it's Matt from Desborough in Northamptonshire. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I'll keep it to around 2.5 minutes, I promise. Obviously I alluded in my email about a underutilised asset. I noticed that you got subscribed to our newsletter on your website, which is great that you're actually attempting to collect the details of people that visit the site. I'd be interested to see how many people that come to the site actually sign up for the newsletter. I mean, just as a note, in my experience, subscribing to a newsletter is not very compelling and doesn't get the majority of people that visit to give you their contact details. What I normally do is suggest having a compelling report with a compelling title that actually solves a problem that your potential customers have. And also I'd ask is your newsletter plugged into a database so that you could set up like automatic emails to create a relationship with your website subscribers. So I'd be interested to know those questions. I noticed that you're paying for advertising on Google, and obviously as I refer to the underutilised asset, let me just explain a little bit more about what I mean. You probably know some of this anyway, so excuse me if you do. Just imagine getting 100 visitors to your site every month, and out of those 100 visitors, only 10 contact you. That's effectively 90 people that are obviously leaving your website and never contacting you and probably never coming back. Now, like I say, I already know that you've got the newsletter on there, but I reckon that you could probably squeeze a lot more out of what's coming to your website by having something a little bit more compelling on there. If you imagine over the course of a year a customer being worth around £200 in profit to you, that's around £18,000 in business that leaves your website every month. Obviously getting people to your website is the hardest and most expensive part. And it can be fixed pretty easy. It takes about 30 minutes to set up, and it actually costs less than a takeaway for two. And I know you've got the form on your website already. I'm not too sure where you've actually got it plugged into a database where you can automatically communicate to the subscribers. But in any case, I'll show you how you can do that in a second. Just bear in mind that not everybody will be ready to take action when they come to your website. So what are you doing to ensure that those that do leave your site don't go to your competition when they're ready to take action? A recent study shows that around 81% of sales were closed on the 5th follow-up or contact, whilst only 10% were closed on the 4th follow-up. That's a lost ROI of 810% by not contacting a prospect just one more time. So I'm sure that you already see the value in collecting details of your visitors and continually building a relationship and creating trust automatically by email. Like I said, it'd be interesting to see whether you've got the ongoing communication plugged into the back end of your newsletter. If you imagine a point in the future, imagine that you've got a database of around 500 website subscribers and you're looking to grow your business again. You can go the traditional route and spend £500 plus on a full page advert in a local newspaper or local publication. Or you could send just one email that would go to all of your database subscribers, all of which have held their hands up and have said that they're interested in what you have to offer. I hope you found this valuable. If you'd like to leave your name and email address in the boxes provided to the right, I'll email you a free digital guide on showing you how you can plug the automatic email system into your newsletter. Thanks for taking the time to watch, Keith. Cheers.